Disclaimer. Hello everyone, welcome to the weekend review where we recap the previous week and anything extra. Yes, hello everyone. Alrighty, now I have to adjust myself slightly. But yeah, this was a pretty big week actually in terms of a lot of the crazy stuff that kind of happened, mostly because, you know, so much news kind of dropped this week, so it's kind of crazy. Like, all this listing stuff basically happened. Part of what I was saying was kind of true from the previous week, but then after, kind of not on the numbering and that stuff. We're going to go over the recap, by the way. So Monday was the Quad Strike tier list. I finally got Quad Strike out of the way. Tuesday was also news, and it was the Halloween video, which I think... Oh, okay, now we're getting meta for a second. Wednesday was more of this listing information news. Thursday was that bird video that I've been strawmanned like 10 times on. Oh, God. Yeah, Friday was the episode review. Yeah, you know, it was a pretty good week. It was a pretty good week, actually. And later that day was the Drawn Dagger video, actually. There it is. I was waiting for it, yeah. Okay, I'm just adjusting myself, so if you hear me kind of stalling for a second, I am indeed stalling. And Hell's Chain was on Saturday, by the way. Oh, also, just to quickly address... Oh, no, I'm too far. To quickly address the reason why there's no Rhino for the Sunday. One, because I want to keep the Sundays just plain and simple, week in review. Two, I'm also tired. So I need a little bit of rest. So that's why you didn't see the Rhino. Plus, I've been editing, like, for the testing channel, right? So that's... I'm in the void. I need to get out. There you go. So that's also why I've been pretty busy. Rhino review will most likely be... No, it will be tomorrow, and I have to record the Rhino stuff and some other stuff today. But, yeah. For Drawn Dagger, the testing is already out. For Hell's Chain, later today, later tonight, whenever I'm able to get around to it. Okay, now, MollaBays.com, that's our plug right now. So to quickly address, if you have ordered from MollaBays.com and you're wondering what's going on with the November stuff, some very tricky stuff with the customs this time around that we had to deal with. It's resolved now, but there's a small delay for the delivery of the thing, so that's why we're still waiting on our shipment, right? So... we're going to have everything done before... Actually, everything done by Wednesday. Guaranteed by Wednesday. Anything that was in order, if you ordered, that's for like this November stuff that was previously done, will be completed. That is my guarantee, 100%. I've also explained this in a newsletter too, but unfortunately, due to the situation, doing all these trips to the US to send... you know, in the US, it's not as easy as it once was. I think I explained this before, and I explained this in the newsletter, which if you read the newsletters, then that's like the context. But if you want to just listen now why it is what it is, that's the reason why. But rest assured, we have some interesting stuff to talk about also from allbays.com, because this is funding my channel. So the winter blowout sale, a discount of 15% off. Look at that. But this is specifically for the Beyblade Burst stuff. So I just gave like an example of all the stuff that's kind of on there. A lot of stuff, dude. We're trying to get rid of the Burst stuff, and what better way than to just put it on a discount. However, if you're wondering about Beyblade X, well, rest assured. Oh, okay, you can tell which screenshot I took before the other one. It's 15, by the way. It's 15. I decided on 15 for it. These are very specific products for Beyblade X, as you can see on the screen right here. X Bays, X discount, extreme. Everything's extreme about it. Look at that. 3 products, 15% off. It should be 15%. It goes until the end of this year. Both of these are the end of this year for both of them. So if you want to support the store, you know, check it out. If you wanted to get some stuff, hey, listen, 3 things, but a pretty cool discount. I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. In other news, which I'm going to just move this here real quick, we're getting very close to that event I am hosting, which is the coming Saturday. yeah, this is going to be pretty cool. I'm very excited actually just to do an event because it's been a while. If you're also in the Toronto area or near that area, you can just see on the WBO page, but check it out and sign up if you are able to. If you're not in the area at all, fair enough. Okay, now we're going to move on to some of the discussion time. So this little fella was the December teaser, which, correct me if I'm wrong, our release dates for this is December 27th. I'm finally in the right position for this place now. December 27th, which was, what was it? It was like heavy attack, fast speed or something like that. Very, very interesting to kind of see because we'll be going over a lot of the December stuff in a moment for a recap, but dude, these months are really loaded. We only get time to breathe for like January and February, but onwards, it's like March is literally like almost the exact. I think it's worse than July because it's even more. No, I gotta count how many are in March. How many new blades are in March? Yeah, it's nuts. But yeah, my thoughts on this. Looks very aggro. Looks very aggro. Some have said Blitz from Metal Fights. I can see it, you know, I can definitely see it because of the kind of like the jagged stuff. I kind of said Dangerous too, kind of, you know, that's what it reminds me of, but I am very excited to see more 3-wing attack type stuff. Yeah, you know, just something to replace Drawn Sword. Which, I mean, technically there's a lot of stuff that replaces Drawn Sword, because once Drawn Sword has a specific contact where it becomes a different use for it, so the more the merrier for attack stuff right now for Beyblade X. But we're going to move on from there. March is less than July, but it's still the biggest since then. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Well, I have to count how many new blades. That's what I think is throwing me off right now, which you probably are actually right as well. But yeah, also, by the way, this got announced. For May 2024, Rare Big Battle, they did a vote between a Hell's Chain that's painted and a Hell's Chain that's not painted. What did you think won? The Hell's Chain that's painted. It won. It's the Metal Coat. What's it called? Metal Coat Black version. I mean, we kind of expected this, no? I don't think anyone was hoping for the non-painted version of it. I'm assuming this is one of the rare bays, right? Because we obviously had the gold Hell Scythe, and then after we had like Cobalt Drake. So yeah, I don't know. I'm wondering what else they're going to do for May. I suspect, bold prediction, it'll be a Hell's Chain and potentially a Drake Evo, because I can't imagine that Chrome is going to keep the exact same Drake for that long of a time. I really do think his first Drake is going to just be like, it's there, but then after they evolve it. Okay, moving on. Okay, here we go. Now we're on the topic of discussion. Look at that. Entry starter, random booster, and soft case. Four things. This is what we're going with, by the way. That's quite a bit. That's 3 new blades again, and I don't I don't want to go through this again. I'm tired of the 3 hours of like testings I have to do for this stuff. It's gonna be another 3 hours for me. It's gonna be so much fun. Oh boy. Yeah, the soft case, if you're wondering, if you go search, it's like the little case that we got in Burre. It's like a little nice thing. I don't even know if we still have it available on the store still. I think we might still have it. But yeah, you know, just a little small thing. Random booster, my wish list as we're getting closer, and we're gonna find out. I don't know how much they're gonna reveal in this Cororo, because if the release date's gonna be December 27th, most likely they could do like the Cororo this month maybe gives you half of the information, and then after in December it's the other half of the information. So I'm curious what they're going to kind of throw at us there. I know a lot of people are kind of hoping on that Wizard Arrow variant, and I also kind of want it because that feels kind of weird. Because like everything has a variant now for like the main 4. So that's what I'm kind of wondering. I'm also kind of okay with this idea of like this side grade thing. Kind of like where they have one and another. But I'm still wondering, because we haven't gotten the confirmation, because when Multi switches from Shield to Lance, does she still have Shield? Does she own both? Right, that's what I'm wondering on still. Like, how does that get handled in like the animation and the manga? Yeah, but very, very interesting to see what they're going to do. I hope we get a Leon Claw recolor, please. A green version for the Leon fans. That's me. Is there anything else you really want? I don't know. What kind of recolors do you guys, or whatever you want to be dressed as, want for the upcoming random booster? I don't know. Like we've gotten a lot of sharks. Listen, if they want to throw in another shark, I'm not complaining, right? I'll take another shark. Dude, I don't know what else they could do, because it's usually the prize bay. Then after it's a recolor of that, then it's maybe like the other 4, just other recolors. I would be, if they want to throw in a chain or a dagger recolor in that random booster, I would like to see it. We're going to see how base TT is, right? Because if they throw in like a rush recolor in that random booster, I'll take it. Or I'll watch them do like, no, watch the entry starter have like low rush. Oh God, I don't want to manifest that. Oh God. Okay, well, moving on from there. Okay, next up. Oh, okay, well, yeah, this is just a booster. January is just a regular old booster. I'm going to adjust my screen right now because I am not where I should be. Yeah. Yeah. And I know we talked about this thing before. It's just my source wasn't necessarily wrong on what was coming out. Like the type of products that were coming out, they were right, but the number and the months was not correct, which I kind of said that previously. But if you're wondering why is there a conflict of information, that's why. I'm in the void. Okay, there we go. This is I can just move. All right, cool. Moving on. They love the select. They love the select. Random booster select is like what they did with Viper Tail. Now, granted, random boosters will always vary in rates. Like Shark Edge will have like the rates they kind of been doing for a while now for this random booster stuff, which I'm very afraid for this December. Then after like Viper Tail, I think was was flat, though in a case that I did get, I think one of them was a little bit more common, but that could just be circumstance. But yeah, the thing is with the select stuff that always gets a little bit tricky, it's that, oh, okay, you know, it's kind of a neat idea, but when you think about it, it's just replacing regular booster slots, right? So if, let's say there's like this anime stock combo, okay, well now you're going to get like a 1 in 3 chance to try to pull it. So it's like a way for TT to make money, which I guess fair enough if they're going to do that, but like I am personally not a fan of this idea. The only justifiable reason is maybe if they just don't do any more recolors for a while, that specific thing. Like maybe Viper Tail, you don't see recolors for a while for its parts or something, then maybe you can justify it, but I don't know. I'm not a fan. I'm not personally a fan of the idea, but if they don't mess with the rates, then I'm not going to really get too complainy on it. Then, Jesus Christ, oh, okay, you wanna know what? I was wrong. It just was a lot that month, yes. So whoever said that it's not really as much, you are correct, never mind. Okay, so, damn, look at this. March is insane. Okay, String Launcher, Grip, and Grip again. Now, I'm wondering if it's just different colored grips, or if it's gonna be a grip paired with an accessory, right? Because usually they could do like a grip with some, maybe one's like a grip with rubber and one's like a grip with metal. I know they have done in the past where they sell the accessories separate, but I have a feeling they might combine it, but damn. Yeah. A starter, booster, and entry set. So most likely the entry set is just going to be whatever, probably like the 01 variant. Now the thing is, pay attention to here. It's UX. Now, the normal prefix for this stuff is BX, Beyblade X. Now, UX implies to me this is a new, like, layer, kind of like a transition to God series for Beyblade Burst or something. I wanna throw this out there. Some have said, no, the U stands for Universe, for Beyblade Universe. Jinka, Tyson, they're coming back. Stop. Zoom in on me. No, zoom in, no. No. I don't know if I can get the zoom in on here. How close? It's close enough. Whatever, I just pushed myself back, whatever. No. Stop it. Stop it. So what gets really wacky is when you consider this is still season 1. But this is how it normally was in the past when they would transition. So it just feels really weird because of how early the anime started. Because usually like springtime is when you think, oh, this is the new season transition, right? So I'm trying to think right now, what could it be? I think it'll probably be, I really hope it's not, but I'm just going under the assumption. What if UX1 is like a sword variant, one's maybe a scythe variant, and like the third one is maybe like, maybe it's a combination of like wizard and knight, or it's one of those for a variant or something. That's what I'm thinking. If it's entirely different base, maybe, but I have a feeling it really is going to be like, again, variants, again. It's so odd. Okay, then after in April, my birthday month, nice. Random Booster Volume 3, a Stadium, and a BXG04. Oh, sorry. BXG04. Sorry. Okay, now, just so we are clarifying this, because I'm also getting another screenshot, and I'm going to give context to that Stadium. But BXG is just like a little code name for this rare stuff. So, like, there's like Dronzer, which was like, I think it was like the 01, the Extreme Stadium, which I think was 02. I think 3 was supposed to be, I think it's the Golden Shield, and then 4 would be this. So whatever this is, it has to be new. Also to address, because the topic of the Stadium, there's supposed to be an Extreme Cup G1 2023. I think Voltanut was telling me about it, and there's supposed to be a Beyblade X new Stadium prototype experience. So there is indeed. So before, when I was speculating and I was saying, is it going to be a recolor of a Stadium, whatever? No. This does seem new content. So I'm curious, how are they going to change the Stadium? Because the Stadium, you know, for what it is right now, and everyone was talking about this for months, always on these live shows here, you know, what can they do with this Stadium? Will they do another Stadium? I thought probably they keep it the same. No, fair enough. New Stadium. Very, very curious. So we're going to find out by the end of this year what's it going to be. And I'm very curious. And obviously, you know, be mindful if it's going to be a prototype, you know, maybe something has changed. But I'm curious what they're going to do. Like the path pattern. Like what else could it be? Also, the BXC04 is more likely than not the next crossover bay, or X over bay, but the cross as an X, because they said they're going to be starting all those remakes for that like year anniversary celebration for spring. So yeah, I don't know what generation bay is next, but yeah. And then after, god damn it, random select again. They throw in the random select. Why? I don't want it. Yeah, I don't. I'm also curious. What could they do in the system to really change it? Is my question, huh? Like, what could they do? Like, genuinely, I'm trying to think. I don't think it can't be anything they change on the blade, and I really do hope we don't get any weight creep stuff, right? Weight creep is absolutely, I'm in the void. Weight creep is absolutely awful, and I do not want to see that present in X. So maybe this could be, maybe something with the bottoms could change. Maybe they have unique gear ratios, or maybe they have, I don't know what you do. This is like a very, I'm still trying to figure it out. They could also just add, it could just be also the same gear system, but maybe they just like separate like the ratchet into like sides, and maybe the bottom part's like a gimmick thing or something. That could also be what's possible, but yeah, that's the one thing that's still throwing me off about this stuff, because like it's very tricky. It's very tricky, right? Because in Metal Fight you had like the metal system, and then after like the hybrid wheel system. And in that, they added like a clear wheel, and that was like your big difference. So I don't know if they can change the blade to add more customization. I think it has to be the ratchet or the bits, and I might be wrong. But yeah, aside from that, for any general channel updates, we'll kind of go through that. And then after, we'll go through the chat and just answer any questions. In terms of this month, I will be trying to do my best to see what's going to happen in 3 weeks from now, because the 26th is not going to be a good day for me. So hopefully I'm able to prepare something ahead of time for that thing. But I am still working on something right now for some pretty cool content, which I believe already says the Bay history. In terms of other stuff, You should be seeing Rhino tomorrow, and the testing should be all done hopefully before Wednesday. They take a lot of time. Hell's Chain is gonna have the testing tonight, and more ZANKYE coming in the future, actually, by the way. We got a pretty good guest this week, which is going to be pretty exciting. And yeah, I'm just trying to, get more conversations done, whatever. So that content's still going to be alive, and that's going to be pretty cool. So we're going to now take it to the chat here. And if there's any questions or anything, we will go over it. Okay. More customization. Like pre-wheel to hybrid wheel, maybe, potentially. I'm trying to think how they can modify the blade. They maybe could, but maybe I just have limited imagination. Maybe a fused bit in Ratchet. I think maybe they could do this, but I feel this might be a subsystem thing. Maybe. I also just have good imagination right now trying to see, because I'm still used to how the system is right now. I mean, seeing how Drake performs with an average of 38 grams, I don't think weight creep would be much of an issue. Well, here's the thing. The issue with Drake is that Drake is also really heavy, so it really has a hard time interacting with the stadium. So even if they make the shapes kind of clap, the issue when you kind of go, so let's say the blade is like 38. What if it goes to like 42? Then it's 45. Then it's 48. Then it's like, you know what I mean? It goes in increments. So I just want them to stay in this like 30 to 40 ballpark. And maybe just have defense types maybe be a little bit heavier than usual, which I think should make a lot of sense. Maybe removable gear chips like plastic. Well, that would be interesting, because that means we could customize stickers easier. Do you think there's a chance of getting a normal Drake in December? I want to say no, because the next rare bay is in May. So I would think Drake's going to live until May. And then maybe they do a solo release of regular Drake. But if they do now in December, I wouldn't complain, but I don't think marketing-wise it would be that strong. Not unless the Drake re-release is a lot less weight than the actual rare Drake, potentially. Do you think either the new person on Pendragon is going to have a less spinning bay, or maybe Multi creating a less spinning bay along her journey? If I had to pick between one, I'll go with the first one. Do you have any faith that the upcoming string launcher could be stronger than the previous launcher, or are you just no, I think it'll just be, I'm pretty sure it should be the same. I prefer if it's just the same and they just do recolors. Because then after that's, listen, I like to sell the stuff, but also I prefer if it's just regular. Because either way, you can't really get that much strong of RPM on this stuff. Like the higher you go, like it's already pretty high right now. How long does it take you to make those duos for the thumbnails complaining about the anime? Criticizing my friend. I don't know, less than an hour? Like, really bad, MS Paint. Do we know anything about when or where the Masters tournament will be? I don't know if they said originally where it was going to be. I don't know. If they didn't say originally, then we'll probably just find out closer. Have you done Rhino Horn testing yet? Not yet. Hopefully today. Ratchet with gimmicks, likely. Yeah, that would make a lot of sense. They could do a Mirror Stadium, 0.5 times as long, and they have the Extreme KO pockets and rails and parts. Okay, so yeah, like a little bit of a modification, slightly. Electric-based parts, I don't think they can. I don't know if they... I mean, they physically could, but I don't mean it affordability-wise, if that's a good idea. Senbeis are losing competitive edge. Hopefully we don't see a decline. No, well, so far everything right now is pretty fairly balanced with each other. Like, everything has a use. Everything, including Dronzer S. The only thing that does have, that changes competitively has been only Drawn Sword, because Drawn Sword has very sharp contacts. As it wears down, you just use it for like a different use. And you can still use Drawn Sword for attack, but it's not necessarily like there's, like, I feel like you could use almost anything right now, and you could probably be able to do well as long as you make a pretty good combination. UX probably means Ultimate X. I thought that idea too. They should make a disc or a layer free spin, if you mean blade. When will Bird win? I have no idea. Can we get a Rivup Launcher in X? I will tell you this, that the Rivups have... I have had pretty like high spin, but they kind of break a little bit easy. So I don't know if we need it. Out of curiosity, what is your idea about a Bey with a Nemesis shape or weight? You gotta help me out here. There's like 3 Nemesis. There's Proto Nemesis, there's Diablo Nemesis, there's Twin Nemesis. Twin Nemesis would be pretty cool. Diablo would be very interesting. Proto would probably not be that crazy or anything. When does the Cororo drop again? It is... Usually the Cororo drops every 15th, but we get the info and all that stuff the 14th. So if it comes out the 15th this month, then the 14th we're going to get all that information. You think a free spinning Ratchet seems balanced? I would have to see how that would actually work to get an idea of that. I am surprised the Beblade vote for Burre Spriggan didn't win, but I'm also happy because we dodged a bullet. Well, not necessarily, because they got Recum. All Rhino deck sets will be shipped Wednesday. Yes, my friend. We are waiting on the... I talked about this a little bit earlier on in the live show. There's like this shipment delay because of the customs or whatever. We got it resolved, and it will be resolved for the future, but everything will be by Wednesday guaranteed shipped out. 100%. Any orders that are still left to be sent will be sent by then. The delay happened. I can't control it. That's... blame the U.S. Customs. I'd like to see a system change in the blade where the Ratchet connectors become customizable so that if one breaks, it can also be replaced. Well, that's progressive. That's too good of an idea. You got to keep buying these Ratchets. See, that's how they get you. They should make a black and red Cobalt Drake and then give it a 560 little flat. All right. They need 2 blades, half plastic and metal, but more customized. Okay, so I think we kind of went over a lot of stuff this time. We pretty much covered a lot. I pretty much already announced a lot of the plans, whatever. I'm trying to do my... Listen, I'm trying to do my best to manage right now. I have to keep on stressing this, but I am by myself now to kind of do a lot of this work, so I'm trying my best to manage and juggle like 3 different parts of my life. So I'm hoping I'm doing the best possible right now, and that's pretty much all I can do. So... and just do a quick little recap for any of the other stuff for Beys. I just talked about it right now. What's going on with it, small shipment delay, everything will be done by Wednesday, guaranteed 100%. We got a sale going on until the end of December, 15% off for Beyblade Burst stuff. And for Beyblade X, if you get 3 products, this is 10, but it is 15% off on discount on very specific products that are on the screen right now. Very specific. I think it's everything... It should be everything up until August, at least, bare minimum. It might be some other stuff there, too. Also, if you are in the Toronto area, check out WBO, the World Beyblade Organization, because we are hosting an event. So if you're in the area, you're interested, go check it out. It's actually coming soon. And aside from that, I'm working my best on a lot of stuff, and if there's anything else to throw out there, yes. If there are any videos I said I would be doing and I didn't do it yet... please let me know. Oh, where am I? Please let me know. The Quad Strike tier list, I will admit, took longer than I thought. But, you know, that's like something we can put to bed. Now, there's no more Quad Strike. We don't got to talk about it anymore. There's still the Quad... They're not going to release a Quad Creature set. Listen, that's done with. I'm trying to remember if there's any stuff I said I was going to do that I didn't already do. Still planned, but still need to be scripted. The DB Stadium versus the Burre Standard Stadium. So that one I'm still trying to work on. And really, listen, the main thing I'm working on right now, and this takes forever to do, is the Bey history. The Bey history, it takes forever to do. The Bey history takes forever because I really want it to be good. Like, each one I want to either be as good a quality or better than the last. Because if I could easily just rush it up, but I do not want to do that, so... I'm going to be getting pretty busy near the end of this year because obviously with my studies and everything, you know, you're going to get finals coming up, a lot of big project stuff. So I will try to manage. You will be seeing a lot more Zankcasts. I'm going to be trying to do that. I'm trying to find interesting people to talk to for a conversation if they reach out or if I find them. And those will always be every Saturday, either Saturday in the morning or Saturday in the afternoon, dependent. Is there anything else? The combo drawn dagger video will probably be after this week. So I did this combo challenge thing. If you didn't already get your combos in, it's on the Lay on Call video. It's randomized. I will be getting around to it. And that's about it. That's about it. I'm trying to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Yeah, shout outs to Cypress for a lot of the help, by the way, on moderating the chat. Shout out to Kaiju. I don't know if Kaiju's here, but shout out to Kaiju either way. And we'll just wrap up with anything else. What about if you see if Beblade X logic works with MFB? Like using Sharp for defense. Okay, leave that as a comment after the thing so I don't forget. Or just keep commenting it until I do it. Hasbro is all about lies. Don't look up to their mistakes. I'm skeptical if they're going to keep their promise. Yeah, that's something we're going to have to definitely wait and see. I tried to be impartial, but I also tried to, you know, I said it could be like this or that, right? Because we're trying to be fair here, but yeah, where can we put the combos in? If you see the Leon Claw combo challenge video that has the very nicely drawn king and the Leon Claw there, that's the video you have to see. But aside from that, I think we pretty much hit everything we needed to. Very good live show today. Shout out to everybody who showed up. Greatly appreciated. Apologies for any delay. We usually do 4:54, then we start 5. Some delay because I'm just managing and it takes a little bit of time, but again, thank you for all the support to everyone. Greatly appreciated. Again, apologies for the delay on Mall of Bays. We're trying to do our best. We are restock. Okay, well, that's how we got to end it off when I can't even speak. No, we are restocking on the Rhino, the 19. Well, we actually pretty much restocked on that a lot. Hell's Chain, that's getting restocked. And we're trying to restock on the Drawn Dagger one. So keep your eyes out over the next few days. Aside from that, that is pretty much it for now. If there's anything I couldn't get to, we always got next week to kind of talk about. Oh, actually, I'll see how I feel after the tournament on Saturday. So hopefully there's something next week. And thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day and bye.